Yeah, right. Let's turn this on. Hopefully, you guys should be able to hear me. Hey, what's going on, party people? How's everyone doing today? Now, if this is your first time to my channel, welcome. It's definitely a great pleasure to have you here. I go by the name of Lespri. I am a spiritual healer. And essentially, what I do here, guys, as a spiritual healer, I pretty much help people to become mentally and emotionally balanced. And the whole purpose of me helping people to become mentally and emotionally balanced is just so that they can attain their highest level of consciousness. Or another way of saying this, it could be it's for you to, become your best version, like at best, if that makes any sense. I mean, because everybody always operate out of their best system, but is that at best? For lack of better terms, I guess what I'm trying to it's to be the best of you. You attaining your highest level of consciousness. This is you knowing yourself beyond just what you look like. This is you truly, deeply knowing who you are, which is your essence. Again, who you are. I should have stopped it right there. Knowing who you are, because you that is being that are you being that, it's a lot. It's mysterious. It's like once you get to again, this is why as you get to know yourself, the self is always referred to as your treasure, as that shining light of you, that golden side of you. It's like it has always been considered that way. So your whole purpose is to, by becoming mentally and emotionally balanced, is to find your own treasure, to be your best at best. You know what I'm saying? And that self consciousness entails you being aware of who you are. I mean, being conscious of, how they say to the pure, okay, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Well, you are that beholder. So, meaning, I mean, beauty is gonna be what you say it is. But to the pure, all is pure. I mean, for you to attain that level of consciousness, I mean, that's where you would have to, identify yourself or get to know who you truly are. That beauty, that what I'm saying, that little, the Son of God. Because ultimately, as we are in this realm, what we're truly doing is knowing who we are. And who we are, I mean, it's just incredible. But now again, you being the beholder, how are you looking at it? Oh, that's gonna make a world of difference because how you're looking at it, and that depends on your high level of vibration, because that's how you determine to the pure all is pure. I mean, but first you would have to be pure. That's what this is saying. So you have to see that in you. And it's crazy because the whole conversation that we'll be having tonight is we talk about the fucking illusion, and that can easily be understood as even ourselves. If I'm gonna say to you, I know the person that you are, that means not only I know what you look like, but I know your character. Do you see what I'm saying? So when we truly, and that's what getting to know somebody, that's what getting to know someone is. I mean, as simple as this may sound, but we are saying it, lightly. And that's why we have to wake up to that. Because truth and that level of consciousness, again, to grow that, to become that beholder who's turning gold, who's seeing gold in everything, because to the pure, all is pure, comes with a level of vibration. That's what enhancing your consciousness is. Well, that's what consciousness is. So again, I mean, I hope you can already see how deep the shit is in terms of just us, how mysterious we are. Because when you really look at our essence, right? And this is also, I'm connecting all of that to your what we call consciousness, which is you. I mean, our essence too. So already by looking at yourself that way, you have already bridged over. You have already seen half the fucking illusion just by knowing who you are. And that's how knowing who you are sets you free, my nigga. So again, your consciousness, that beholder, has to do with your level of vibration and the purpose. You get to your highest level of consciousness or vibration by becoming in alignment with by having your emotions and your intellect merging merged, and they have become one. So when you're looking at, let's just say, personas like Christ, Buddha, all that is represent, I mean, all that represents, it's just anybody who has attained that highest level of consciousness. That's why your objective is to be Christ-like, because you have to understand, like, those monuments, the myth, the whole purpose of us learning about religion, of those mysterious book, the occult, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is for you to know who you are. Those are clues to wake you up, for you to attain your highest level of consciousness. Your job is to be Christ-like. There's no other way around it. And that's what they're saying. Now, if you have a lot of money, you're not Christ-like, it means nothing. That's like you wash your hands and then you're gonna dry them out on the floor. I mean, how you gonna wash your hands and dry it out on the floor? Or you use a dirty towel to wash to dry your hands. Hmm. What are we doing out here? Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, just like I always tell people, when we talk about success, unfortunately, people always look at the fame first. But success is never the same. I mean, it's never the fame first. It's never that. No matter how you break it down. When you look at somebody's success, you're looking at the end result. So that means that fame, the results, it's always second. And if you're not happy about what you have, it doesn't make a difference any fucking way. What would be success then? Do you see what I'm trying to tell you? But you can't see it that way because you're not looking. You're looking at it sideways. Well, shit. If you're looking at it sideways, it's like you already lost from the beginning. Anything else you're gonna do, it's like okay, you look good, but you lost from the very beginning. Now you slowly and surely you're gonna start realizing the loss. So y'all niggas haven't seen shit yet. They thought it's over. It shouldn't stop them, baby. But anyway, just to sum it up, guys, because again, our essence. So you lose the minute you don't know who you are. Don't try to say you snooze and you lose. The minute you're not in alignment with you, no matter what else you've done, it's not gonna make. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna mean anything. People that have money, they're not always happy, dog. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess I don't think I have to say this. You know what I'm saying? Because I figured, you know, I mean, shit. You don't. They wouldn't commit suicide. And a lot of those people too. You don't know how they're living. The separation. Like 50 Cent was talking about, yo, his success came with pain. He lost his family, his son. I mean, I'm saying that to say, listen, man, it's not what you think. That's what makes it a fucking illusion. Then ultimately you're gonna realize it's who you are. Mike Tyson was talking some shit. He said I had a lot of money, I lost everything, and then I gained everything back. He said the main thing he learned, and that was some true jewels. It was him. So the fame, what you're looking at, the material possessions and all that shit, it's always secondary. Never, never February. It's always secondary. I'm bullshit. I'm wilding. I'm wilding. I'm wilding. That was personal. But I gotta be honest. Everything I do here is personal. But it is what it is. It's personal. Person. That's it. In other words, we're dancing on the. I'm like that on my haters. Hey, nigga, I dance on these niggas. I show up. I show out. In other words, I'm always gonna shine, nigga. Oh man, I can understand how bad that is gonna be for you because, listen, man, we gotta radiate. I wouldn't want it any other way. So if that's smacking the fuck out of you, listen, man, I mean to do it. This is personal, and I'm gonna keep smacking you niggas down. Oh, listen, man, because I swear, I listen. I pledge to this nigga here. You know what I mean? I sacrifice myself to myself. They wouldn't understand that. Anyway, going back to the whole, you know, again, we started by talking about becoming in alignment with the mental, your emotional, to be mentally and emotionally balanced. Because all of that, once you have, that's the foundation, that's the seed. Now, the growth now is that, it's attaining, is becoming Christ like. And the reason is that it's the seed because, let's just say if I'm emotionally depressed, I've been using this example forever. Or let's just say dog. If I was bit by a dog, then emotionally I'm not balanced. And because I'm not balanced, my intellect is gonna react based on that emotional imbalance. That's what you see when you say people are being emotional. I get it. There's a lack of logics. But anyway, all I'm saying is I understand. Or I'm trying to help you to relate to what I'm saying. This is for you to relate to the lack of harmony, which is really what you're trying to say. Because your emotion is not the issue, but it's not imbalanced with your intellect. Or you could say you acting like a bitch. No, you're being a bitch. And a lot of you bitches been being bitches. You've been doing bitches for so long, then you're done turning to a bitch. And now you just do bitch shit. Yo, bitches out there. You see what I'm saying? So all of that derives of that not being emotionally balanced. So therefore, that's why that is going to be the seed of your growth. Because if it's not in balance, there's no growth at all. That's what being triggered is. That's what you not mastering yourself. So you have to become emotionally balanced. And then when you understand to be emotionally balanced, it's not, let's just say not to raise your voice or not to use certain words or to behave a certain way. This is all bullshit. This is all deceiving. This is all a lie because internally, what I'm saying, eh, you have some suppression taking place here. You're suppressing shit. Being in harmony with your emotions is to flow with your emotions. It's to you freely be in touch with your emotions. Not being triggered, but you being in harmony with your emotions. So therefore you have to understand what your emotions are. You have to identify your emotional pattern. But if you're gonna flow with it, you also creating your emotional conditions. Conditions. The whole mastery part of it. Should say, there's nothing else to be said. But for you to understand you being in touch with your emotions in all different aspects. Because if not, obviously, it's gonna impact how you think. So now let's just say if you choose to be like, okay, fuck that emotional aspect of it, because it leads you to whatever the fuck. Your dick get hard, you don't even understand. You know what I'm saying? You see a bitch ass, like some nice ass. Like, ah! You know what I'm saying? All that. You know what I'm saying? That's what some people are saying by they're saying the flesh is weak, dog. So if you one of these niggas that will be victimized because your dick get hard without you knowing, or you having it, or you because I shit, nigga. I remember in high school we had this teacher. Now listen, if you know, you know. So your dick like, oh shit, like why you doing this, man? What's going on here? So because of that, the lesser way of looking at it is to say the flesh is weak. So now because of that now you're going to be more intellectual, more mental. Well, guess what? When you do that, you also become imbalanced. Because now you become very rigid and there's an internal war because your dick that's just getting hard. That's just what natural is, nigga. Like, hey, if you're a man, hey, listen, maybe your body's functioning. I mean, how about that? You're alive, nigga. Hey, I mean, shit. It happens. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing unnatural about fucking. Nah, I mean, this is us. That's why there's nothing unnatural. You naturally need somebody to hog on to hug. Like that's part of us. That's why regardless of how much money you have, you're gonna need that because that's your essence. No matter how you try to masquerade that, dog, how logical you thinking you are being, you're missing out on that whole aspect of it. Always gonna be a struggle for you. I feel for you. You're not balanced, and because you're not, how do you have the greatest consciousness? It's always gonna be limited. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the first thing is, nigga, you gotta embrace if your dick get hard, like, hey, man, it is what it is. Hey, man, I'm like, hey, man, like, what you want me to do? No, know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, she may even appreciate it more. Just saying the same. And then she will reply to that automatically too. That's why bitches love a nigga with a hard dick, nigga. That's why you have to embrace your masculinity, nigga. If that includes you getting your dick hard, it is what it is. That's fair. Be you, bitch. So, so however you look at it, it's a disservice to you. You're not going to be your greatest version by being one-sided. The one thing when I talk about being mentally balanced, you have to understand your culture. You have to understand your mind. How's your culture training you to think? Are you being trained to think everything you just do is good and everything everybody else do is bad? You have to become conscious of these things. Because if that's the case, what your culture is doing is training you how to think this way, not looking at the big picture. And all cultures does it, unfortunately. That's why we all cook a certain way, we all do some shit a certain way. But how beneficial it is to you, let's just say right now, I can order some Chinese food, or they're like, you know what I'm saying? I could get some Haitian food, shit, that's in the house. Who am I fronting? Like, hey man, that's homemade, baby. But nevertheless, you know what I'm saying? I could have some Italian, whatever the fuck. I mean, that's why my taste buds, that's what makes me of a quality man. So for me to say my way's the best, no, motherfucker. All of our ways are the best. You know what I'm saying? Because I tried that, it was good. I tried some Indian good food, that shit was good. I tried some motherfucking Italian food, that shit was good. And every, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. How can I be one sided? That's a disservice to me. So you always gonna be limited. How you become the holy man, meaning the perfect man, and what that is referring to is not being flawless, but being complete. And that completeness will stems from, or from the unification or the alignment of your mind and your mental. I mean, emotions and the mental. And that's the shit. I could drop it right there. How you good? Coming out. All right. Thank you. All right. Suck your own dick. You good. In fact, that's all I have to tell you guys. Listen, man. Eat your own pussy, suck your own dick, and then you're good. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a process, but hey, that's all you could do. So, as a spiritual healer, that's pretty much what I do. Now, if you're coming back, you already know my brothers, niggas. It's a pleasure having you guys back. You already know what we do. Stop playing, get a plate. Let's talk about it. Now, just so you guys know, because I'm gonna post this in both of my channel, because as you can see here, this is actually a how can I say this? This is what we call a quote or a saying, proverb. It goes by so many different names, right? So the greatest illusion is the illusion of separation. So in my other channel, if you're watching this from Lespri, okay, my other channel is called To Give is to Receive. Now, if you're watching this from To Give is to Receive, my other channel is Lespri, nigga. I do a little bit of different things, but when I come across, something I feel like it's, I mean, first of all, I mean, it's all the same shit. I mean, ultimately, it's the same goal, but I go about them in those two channels about in different ways. Oh, there's many ways to roam, nigga. We just need you to get. You just got to get there. Doesn't matter how you get there, but you here though, and that's all that matters. I'm just helping you to get there. However you choose, that's on you. But listen, I chose to look at it from from different perspective. But ultimately, it is the same word. I was just going out of my boundaries a little bit. Let me see what else I could do. Yes, sir. But when it comes down to give is to receive, what I do there or what I'm doing here, and what you see in those quote is that is I help you obviously to attain that highest level of consciousness. But this time I'm doing it through the power of words. Whereas in L'Esprit, we get to break it down. We delve into all that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? We're talking all this shit. And which is also some of the shit we're talking about right here too. So it's all connected. And obviously, with those wisdom, that's what the tree of life is. When you eat from the tree of life, it'll automatically balance you out. It puts you in alignment automatically with your emotions and your mental. Example, if you understand wisdom is wisdom, regardless of where it comes from, so you are already emotionally open to other people. You are automatically like emotionally like balanced. You wouldn't react or to say mine is the best or what I know is what you know what I'm saying? Mm. If wisdom is wisdom, regardless where it comes from, I mean, wisdom it is. And that's what being a man of God is. Being, finding your divinity or being divine. So that is done through the power of the words. Because in the beginning, the word was God, and the word is God. I want you to understand that. Niggas. It's in the house, man. You welcome, baby. That's what you're gonna get here. All day, every day. You tell them what you see, man. We're giving sights to the blinds over here, man. Oh, come get your medicine, baby. Everybody, hey, one at a time. Everybody's gonna get theirs. I'm doing father's work. I mean, if it's any better than that, it's no good. This is treasure. This is healthy. This is top shelf. It's quality. Oh, listen, I'm giving myself to you, niggas. I'm dying for you. You get it? They don't know. Forgive them, God. Tell them, God, you know what? They'll get it in time, baby. Oh, this is recorded. Or you'll get it in time. That's in time, just a matter of time. Yeah. Mm. You know, this is for the Akashic Records. Oh, this is for the books. This is history. When you understand that about you, your life has a whole different meaning. I know mine does. You feel me? Listen, I'm a legend. I'm a living legend. Trust me. You'll get that later too. Yeah, I guess I prophetize at times. But it's all the power of intention. But it's not really intentional. It's just you knowing what you know. And I'm giving you the gospel, baby. Listen, no, I'm working you out. I mean, I gotta get. Listen, you wouldn't want to get it any other way. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Oh, that's exactly what we do here. Oh, I'm giving you your medicine. Now, oh, shit, is this shit dying? 'Cause I want some bullshit. Oh, and I feel the spirit of coming through too, man. Hey, before I even continue, you know what I'm saying? I gotta salute the elders. I gotta thank them for their protections. They were those eyes, you know what I'm saying, that saw things that I didn't see. You know, that's what make them my protectors. Because they saw what I didn't see and they looked out. They guiding us. Well, you gotta appreciate it. My niggas and my bitches. You gotta appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on down. I mean, if anybody's adding, you know what I'm saying, when you get something, what do you say? Thank you. Well, shit, that's you're getting protected. Sometimes they're so nice with it, you don't even fucking know. But I know, listen, I'm not fucking around with these niggas. I'm like, there's no way you're gonna do this and not even telling me. Thank you, baby. Because you know I gotta thank you. It's behind me like not letting me know. Oh, this shit is personal for me. Like, I'm on their cases. Putting cases on all these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? My fucking ancestors. Thank you, motherfuckers, and fuck you for not telling me. Shit. They're trying to tell me it's nothing. No, it's everything to me. Don't play with my emotions. Help me to be balanced, motherfuckers. Oh, you ain't playing with me like that. No way, Jose. No fucking way. Are you crazy? Come on, man. Mm-mm. We appreciate all of it. And that's why our connection to it too, man. Listen, I have testimonies, man. You know what I'm saying? When you know what you know, listen, man. You gotta find out, nigga. That's the journey. That's you making that connection. Or you gotta find out for yourself. I mean, I'm just giving you, the actual guidelines. And that's all of our ancestors ever did too. They understood you have to become that. So for me, for a very long time, like shit, not just a very long time. Now I fully understand the argument of the ancestors. Now, like they didn't even want to leave those books for us because they know. I mean, they want us to get it, but they don't want to cheat us neither. And that's what you see a lot of times when people are just going by the books and not living or not discovering the truth for them. Because you have to become that. And that's what being conscious is, nigga. When you're conscious, you become that. And that's how you're being set free. Man, listen, man, there's like so many different ways to look at this shit. But no matter how you look at it, it all comes down to you, baby. And this is the mysterious part. This is the shining part about you. This is your essence. This is who the fuck you are. This is the God, the divinity in you. Oh, this shit is beautiful. Beautiful. Mm. Oh, I gotta reload, bro. Anyway, let me charge this up real quick. Oh man, there's so much to talk about. That's why sometimes this time shit, man, be like, damn, it's already half an hour. Well, past half, beyond half an hour, man. So again, our essence, there's a whole lot to us. Oh, we are a whole lot. You a great deal, baby. You all are the shit. And you being that shit simply means there's more to what you appear to be. It's like the more you delve into you, the more you start seeing that beauty. Oh, I hope you do. Hope you do. I mean, shit. I mean, it's only one way anyway. So that's why beauty is in the eye of the fucking beholder. And that statement alone reveals our essence. That's why we say, those who say I can and the one that says I can't, they both right. But there's something the person that knows he can knows that the person that says I can't do not know. But they're both right though. And the one that says I can, for the most part, knows who or she is. What can stop you? What is it? I like to know. Because even when you're failing, that's not stopping you. It's repetition. It's practice. Practice is not it's not stopping you. It's only you're exercising, you're getting stronger. So what's your obstacle really? Because your obstacle is making you better. But that's when you gotta find the philosopher's stone. That's when you have to become the alchemist. And that's what these motherfuckers, I can't recall if it was Ford, but the motherfucker that said, no, I didn't fail. No, I found a certain amount of ways of not to do. I don't know if it was the light bulb, whatever the fuck. But you get the gist. How are you looking at it? And when we talk about quality, it's how you're looking at it. What's in store? What do you have in store? Hmm? What you got to offer? What are we talking about? What are you talking about? Make it make sense. And if it's not in that alignment, it doesn't make sense, regardless of what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just a nonsense motherfucker doing nonsensical shit. But you lost from the beginning, so it doesn't matter. You lost before you even started. You're not even in the race, man. You're not even growing. Look, let me stop. You're not even in the court. You're not even playing. It's always the one who's not playing who has the most to say, right? There you go. That's why you gotta let them talk. Let 'em talk. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense for you to stop them from talking. Besides, what would you? Are you playing or not? I think you're playing me now. You're playing. You ain't got time for that. You know, I'm busy winning. So I tell them. They say, "Yo, man, why are you winning?" Because I'm busy winning. That's what makes me a winner, to be honest. And that's all it is. I refuse to lose. Oh no, we ain't doing that. And even if when I lose, I still don't lose. So how can I lose? You see what I'm saying? And the truth is, this is not being illogical. This is just me being in my essence. Your trials and tribulations, you know what I'm saying? That's what your hard works are. That's why success, again, is always going to be secondary. Hard work is not just the results, but it's who you became. When you say a strong mind, a strong body, now you become a man of discipline, a man of his words, a man of integrity. Oh, it's beautiful. See, look, you're shining out there now through your acts, through your beauty, your vibration, your emotions. You don't even have to say a word. Niggas know when I show up. Or you know it's love when I listen. Listen, I'm moved that way. I stand that way. I ain't got to say a word. You know what I'm giving you the business. Yeah. Yeah, him right there, he's something God love. I don't allow it to be any other way. Not in my presence. Come on, man. That got me fucked up. Come on, man. You got me fucked up, man. I'm busy practicing practicing winning. So of course I'm gonna win. But again, going back, success, fame, it's always secondary, bro. However, how you look at it. And that's why when you have it, if you're not internally in good, it doesn't mean nothing. I want you to understand that. if you got $1 million, but you don't feel good about the $1 million, does the $1 million count? Hmm. That's why the true reward for somebody who does what they love is that they're already doing it. Know what comes out of it is just gonna be an extension. It's a secondary. That's why for me, my reward is already in here. I got it already. You know what I'm saying? And me knowing that too, I'm gonna show up and show out. That's why I'm never gonna cheat you. I'm always gonna get you the best of me, baby. I, I, I'm not gonna. Come on, man. I'm not gonna play myself like that. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna masturbate, you do want to come, right? Why masturbating? I mean, masturbating with there's no comes. What are you doing it for? So that's what that internal shit. That's what the satisfaction is. Being self-fulfilled. That comes with integrity. It comes with you being in alignment with you. It comes with you knowing your true essence. But anyway, going back to the whole, oh shit. Okay, so going back to give is to receive. So what I do there, this is what we talk the power of the word. So when you see certain quotes, and then it automatically unlocks something in you, but it does it on a subconscious level, and that's the word acting out. That's the word. That's the power of poetry. When you hear poetry, or even when people say certain shit the way they say it, that's the power of the word. That's why the true power of the word is not what the fuck, and it's not in the meaning of a word. It never was. Never was. It always been how things were being said. But again, that's what you're dealing with. Oh, well, that's what we deal with. And the whole purpose of that, obviously, is to enhance your consciousness, but to help you to understand the power or, how the word is being made flesh, but the true power of the word, because the word is God. I'll tell you, they got that part right. In the beginning was the word, and the word was God, and the word is God. Hmm. He definitely got that part right. Well, I mean, to be honest, I mean, it's just a matter of, how deep can you go? Having the sight for me, I use it, I'm look at it as a dot, but for you, you may not see the dot, so you can't see behind it. But anyway, um, why did I bring that? Yes, because this particular video is going to be sharing both panel, and the connection in that is that it will obviously this is a quote, but to this quote, and there's a whole lot of other shit that come out of it. Because to understand this being an illusion, you got to deal with the occult, meaning you dealing with the dark side of shit, meaning you're dealing with the aspect of anything that you do not see. That's why in the world that we're living in, it's a mysterious and it is an occultist world because regardless of what you say, this is a magical realm. That's why miracles take place. Obviously, we here as being mysterious people, right? But the whole illusion is revealing also, even when we're talking about our true essence. because you are not just what you look like. Because for you to get to know somebody, obviously it's not what they look like. So when you so and so, this is how so and so is. So you talking about their character. You talking about what they, who they are beyond what they look like. So here's what we're doing, but yet our interpretation or the way we look at each other, it's not as that. So meaning you don't see somebody else from a fucking energetic perspective. And that's what the illusion is. I'm trying to get you to see your true essence and then how you're looking at it. You're not looking at this world from your true essence. That's why you are in the illusion. But if you're looking at yourself from knowing from your essence, that's what knowing who you are, and that's how it sets you free. Niggas. I'm saying so many things on so many different levels right now. Right? Oh shit. I see where I left it. Okay. So let's be let's be gross. I when you look at differences in people, obviously, I mean there is a lack of a different level of. Okay, let's take it step by step. We all see differences in each other because we're looking at each other from an appearance perspective. But now the thing with that is that there is more to our appearance. And then or maybe we should break down the word illusion. Because when we're talking about illusion, what that is you're looking at this is not what it appears to be. I'm not saying this does not exist. I'm not saying this is not there. But what you think this is, that's not what it is. So it looks a certain way, that's not what it is. Meaning there is more to what it appears like. Just like if you're looking at my physical body, I mean, obviously you will see a good looking man. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, but I guarantee you'll find the same if you go any further. Listen, I'm guilty on all counts. I take complete accountability for it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, I look good for man in and out. Oh, it is what it is. The fuck? It got me fucked up. Call me conceited if you want. You feel me? Because I'm beauty from in and out. Ain't no shame in my game, baby. So yeah, talking about so now then you if you're gonna go beyond meaning and this is and by the way just so you guys know I didn't even take the time to talk about spirituality but I guess since it's a fusion of all of it this is also what spirituality is. That's why you don't spirituality is not something you seek outside of you. It's in you. And everything you do, including in you and outside of you, it's all part of spirituality. And that's why also I talk about understanding the science of ignorance, because that plays a big part. So think about it, right? When you're toxic, you don't know that you're toxic. It's always when you're no longer toxic. But then the good thing about that is now you understand what it's like to be toxic. So now you understand ignorance and knowledge are or part of or two sides of the same coin. Because believe it or not, knowledge makes you ignorance too. It makes you ignorant too. That's why they tell you you have to watch from what tree you eating from, because they both have knowledge. The tree of good and evil has knowledge. Good and evil, this is you looking at the perspective or life as from a duality perspective. There is good and then there is bad. You create this gap between them. This is a war. You got to be on this side, you got to be on that side. And then, unfortunately, the reality that we're living in, when you get to see it for what it is, or you get to understand, you see yourself and you see beyond the veil, beyond the fucking illusion, then you understand, hey, a bad motherfucker is also good, and a good motherfucker is also bad. So they do a little bit of both, but what makes that person a good and that what makes that person bad, whatever the fuck. So, but when you approach it from that perspective, it gives you a better leverage in terms of you becoming balanced with yourself. Because your true essence, and that's what eating from the tree of life is. That's why when you eat from that tree, you don't have a fucking ego. It's not really that you don't have an ego, and that's what I've been trying to tell niggas. Your ego is not a fucking issue. You are the problem. The knowledge that you are eating, the fruit you're eating from, that's what's fucking you up. Not the ego. The ego is innocent. Your ego only goes as far as you go. You a stupid motherfucker? Well, you're not gonna have a smart ego. And if you're a smart motherfucker, your ego's not gonna be smarter than you. Or if your ego's gonna be smarter than you, then it's gonna be there to protect you. Because what your ego's truly doing is protecting you. When you see someone being the loudest one, I mean, yes, you're looking at it from the outside, you're saying, okay, that's their ego. But what they're truly doing is protecting themselves. They don't want to look weak. They don't want to be looked a certain way. So that's why they say the weakest motherfucker is the loudest motherfucker. See, that's the shit. If you can't even see that, that's why you can't even know who you are. That's why if you can't even, and ironically, I mean, you can't see what's in front of you because you don't see what's outside of it. And for you to see what's in front of it, you got to see what's outside of it or what's in front of you. That's the paradoxical life or being that we are. And in essence, this is the mysterious to me. And of course, now we could use mysterious ways or languages to talk about it. It's all in fucking mystery anyway. You're a beautiful bitch. That's why you see what I'm saying. When you know that truth, regardless of how you look at you tell me what side I look better on. In life, you could have success or you learn. There's no loss but the way you look at it. And that's the beholder. That's where you have to enhance your vision because your inner vision is not correct because your vibration is low. And again, this is all talking about your essence. So when you're dealing with what you even call haters, when you start looking at people from a fucking energetic perspective, That's how you scan through them. You truly see them for who they are. Then you understand when you're a hater because they don't have it. The only reason why they don't want you to have it because they don't have it. That's why niggas never hate on you if you get the same shit that they get. But no, nigga, you mean to tell me you're gonna get $1 million and I'm not? No, motherfucker, you ain't getting none of that shit. It's either you put me in it or you ain't getting shit. Well, nigga, you're not in it and you ain't getting none of my shit. That's what I tell them. Anything you think you got, it's you just gotta look at the consequences of what you got. They didn't even matter. So you lose. Such a fucking loser, stupid. You're a loser, man. Listen, I'm saying, fuck out of here. Yeah, watch me work, nigga. That's all you're gonna be doing for the rest of your fucking life. Well, it's limited. It is what it is, and you know it too. Not for too long, nigga. But for that remaining days you got left, all you're gonna do is watch me work, and talk shit if you want. Why the fuck not? You might as well have, hey, you know what I'm saying? But you're always gonna watch me though. And that's why I'm always gonna put on my best performances for you motherfuckers. Oh, this is for you. Now listen, you know what I'm saying? I tell my haters this is for you. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everybody's getting something. You know what I mean? Shoot. And no shame in my game, baby. This cannot be stopped. You hear me? I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? I am a field agent. I told them that. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know that. I'm a field agent, man. You know what I'm saying? I work differently. You know what I'm saying? I report to the divine, to that other side. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fucking undercover, man. I'm gonna come out and clean and say it. I'm a spiritual undercover, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a field agent. I'm revealing, I'm writing on all you bitch ass, taking all you motherfuckers to court. I'm passing judgments on you. It's always been judgment day the minute you cross me. I don't think you understand. I give out those sentences. You did it to yourself. You asked for it. Because here I am minding my business. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never fuck with you. But you wanted to fuck with me. Hey, well, now we're going to dance. Now you're going to see the dimension of my fuckery. Listen, man, I'm whooping your until so bad. Listen, how did you even think about doing that? I'm taking it out of your fucking mind. Even to think you can fuck with me. That alone, that's why I'm whooping you. Whooping you. You know what I'm saying? I'm whooping your ass just for even thinking you can whoop my ass. Now you tap that out. You know what I'm saying? Like my man Muhammad. That's Ali. Hey, you hear me? You had your say, I got my say. This nigga said, listen, man, you know what I'm saying? You even dream about whooping my ass. You better wake up and apologize. You see how nice this nigga was? That's my superhero, dog. You see, no wonder why I look as good. Because now I'm telling you, I'm whooping your ass just for thinking. Do you see the beauty? Do you see the essence? Oh, listen, man, that's where I got all my shit from. Collect. You know what I do for a living? I collect jewels, man. Collector's arts. I'm an art collector. You see what I'm saying? Like that's what makes me a light worker. So just so you know, all my collections are jewels. Come on, man. This is top shelf, man. Oh, this is quality every time, baby. I don't give a fuck. Like, every time. And that's why if you're not in touch with the beauty side of you, I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like that's why I refuse to be stupid. You know what I'm saying? I refuse to fall for the okie doke. I mean, I refuse, to worship idols. You know what I'm saying? I am a faithful, what I'm saying, servant of God, nigga. But they didn't know that. I always stood in my integrity as a young child, man. Like, yeah, we always stood on that line. Oh, this is not a coincidence. This has been a long, it's a long, long time in the making. You see what I'm saying? And it's refined wine, and it gets fine every time because we understand what makes it refined. So you got to keep it going that way. That's why the rich get richer, nigga. Always the winners always win, and that's what, in so many words, Napoleon Hill. We're trying to get you niggas to think big. Hey, nigga, listen. This is what these niggas are doing on that side. They thinking huge. They looking at life from a different perspective, and you looking at life from dick and pussy. That was the essential message. Okay? If you didn't read the book, listen, I'm gonna save it for you right now. But still, go through the motions, the growth. Listen, it's the journey, and I can only say it to you that way because listen, I've been on my journey. So but I don't want to cheat you neither. But this is just, that's the power of the word. That is to open you up so you could, and what I'm saying, grow. That's what you do when you meditate. Oh, that's the power of the word. That's how it hits you in a certain way. It bypass your conscious mind. Oh, listen, man. The word in the beginning was the word, and the word was with God. You know what I'm saying? It's acting on you. You know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of us, let's just say on Instagram, on Facebook, you like to have those nice quotes, right? Because there's a positive message, there's a learning in it. I get it. But all you saying in that positive message that exists in that quote, well, that's the power of the word, baby. Or those are the words talking to you. And they will act out like they'll get to you one way or another. This is those words demand attention, and they always get it. And that's what you see in poetry. That's what makes it powerful. Come on now. That's your essence. So in so many words, I always on in Lespri channel, I talk about spirituality. but this is just the definition. I mean, at first, I would let you know why I had to give you a definition of fucking spirituality because the whole conversation is about that. So therefore, I got to give you where my understanding of it, or how I came to understand what I understand, whatever the fuck, right? So I normally do that, but there's so many words here. That's why this is it is what it is. So if you sign up, if you're subscribed on either channel, you a winner, baby. You win win. You winning. Nigga, you winning either way. You're not losing at all. In fact, you know how to win. It's gonna take a little more than that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're subscribing just to watch, but that's different. This is only gonna make you even more mad, and this is only gonna show you how much you cannot touch this. But you can't get it. You gotta keep looking at it. Why the fuck not? Even that I can't blame you. I mean, this is where the light is. This is where the life is. This is where the party is. Where the fuck else do you? Obviously, you know where the party is. Can't even blame me for that. I'm just a bad motherfucker. I only know how to win. Yeah, that's why I always win. I win in my sleep, nigga. I win when I wake up. I win when I'm losing. I win when I sit down. You know what I'm saying? You get the point? I always win. Even when I lose, I'm still winning. Okay? I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You being the beholder, you better watch yourself, man. Watch yourself. That's why you have to identify what you identify with. And I already talk about that. Look it up. Listen, I gave you a body of work. There's a complete like. Listen, man. When you guys tap into that shit, listen, man. Let me tell you, man. I'm proud of myself. Let me start. First and foremost, let me start there. Allow me to just let me have a moment, guys. I am fucking proud of myself. Man. To be so successful, to go from negative to positive. Oh, baby, baby. Mm, I couldn't be any prouder of me. So let me take the time and let you know, motherfucker, I love you, King. I am infatuated by you. Everything you've done. I've seen you from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And for you to become who you become, listen, and even the heavens could testify to it. They saw the work. They knew me. They know me. That's why they don't appreciate me. Oh, listen. Whoo! I'm telling you, man, they know I was the right man for the job. Oh, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a field agent. That's when they thought they got me. I'm like, check again, baby. I tell this niggas to look again. Like, I already got this niggas. I'm like, all right, all right. And then when it's time, you like, I tell them, hey, look again. I could help you to look at all the clues that you didn't see. Obviously. First of all, you never had anything on me. Nothing at all. There was no spell work that was working on me. There was none of that shit that was never ever working on me. That's what you didn't know. Now, I'll give you a perfect example, right? There was this bitch who was married. I don't give a fuck. I already knew it. But what am I gonna tell you? You know what I'm saying? For me to address where you married or not, I would have to want to be with you. Oh, now you lying to me. Why are you lying to me? It doesn't matter to me because I never wanted to be with you. It don't matter. But now, but for them though, they're thinking, oh, okay. Again, it doesn't matter. How does it matter, dog? If you me, how does it matter? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, man. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you understand? Doesn't matter, man. That's why, listen, man. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. Now, if you're saying you know, then you let somebody lie to you. How much do you really know? In fact, people can only deceive you from you not knowing. That's why they do shit in the darkness too. That's the war too you're dealing with on so many different level. If you want to talk about good and evil, or the dark side versus the light side, whichever way you like to entertain this. I understand. But truly, what you're dealing with at the end of the day, and this is where you need to have the bigger picture, we are all spiritual beings. So what you're dealing with, people's shadow. And in our society, when you're talking about those criminals, a lot of them is their shadow that has taken over them. I'm helping you to see, look at it from a dot perspective instead of you looking at the matrix. You see how the motherfuckers that's outside of the matrix are looking at the dots? I'm trying to help you to see those are just dots. Or, I mean, when you see the dots, that's how you truly see it. You see what I'm saying? You choose whichever one fits you in terms of you understanding what I'm trying to tell you. But however you dissect it, the bottom line is dealing with this illusion, you got to see beyond the veil. But you can only do so. There's only one way you could do it by you knowing who you are. That's why the greatest illusion, when you don't know who you are, meaning your essence, there's a separation. Yo, you never hear people tell you, people are people, bro. You know why you say that? Because you see the spirit behind why what they operate. That's why if I go to India, there's going to be crime there. If I go to Haiti, there's going to be crime there. No matter where I go, there's always going to be crime. There's always going to be people who are happy. It's always going to be that dynamic of good and evil, or that fight, that killing. No matter where you go, bro. And in the States, for a very long time, they always wanted to show you this is the most secure place to be. This is paradise on earth. And then when you come to the state, like, nigga, no, it's not. There are the projects. Niggas robbing you, nigga. No, it's not. People living, moving into community, gated areas and all that shit. No, it's not. It's the same shit that's happening in Haiti, my niggas. You know what I'm saying? How do I know I lived there? I mean, it's being done on a different level, obviously, but it is what it is. People are people. So again, you saying this referring to those internal qualities that you're able to see or the connect from knowing you. And then even if you want to look at it, let's just say from a physics perspective, that's why metaphysics exist. Okay, what do I mean by that? Let me break it down. I got you, motherfuckers. Relax, relax, relax. I got you. Guys, understand this. What metaphysics is really doing is letting you to understand that the same things that happen in the physical or in physics happen also in your life. For instance, you reap what you sow, my nigga. What you see is what you get. What you do is what you get. Do you see what I'm saying? I have some people, I'm going through, a little legality issues. Because essentially what this is, my identity was stolen as a kid. I was raised by an organized crime family that illegally adopted me and never told me about it. So this shit was personal. Well, an organized crime, that's what it is. It is organized, meaning everybody else in the family is a family of gangsters. They all work together to deceive me. That is an organized crime. That is what is stolen identity. These niggas are killing me. I mean, they try to do it on that level because anybody who do not know their identity on I don't give a fuck however you look at it. You don't know who you are. Right? If I'm adopted in the family, I'm thinking I'm part of this family, but that's not who I am. I mean, shit. And that's why for me the experience is just crazy because I was always different from them. And I knew it too. I knew it. The person who said she was my mom, she's not my mother. I always knew that's why these motherfuckers lost before they think they were winning for a very long time, but they were already losing. So now what's happening now is that they're getting the proof of their lost because they didn't know they were losing. It's one thing when you realize you lost and then to keep on losing and not knowing that you're losing. So those niggas are true losers. They're losing so much they don't even know they're losing. They lost. So the loss costed. Those niggas are lost. Bear with me. So now, as a result, you know, that stolen identity and shit. So I wouldn't be able to know my inheritance if I know what family I am and shit like that. So to make a long story short, because they wanted to, they had stolen my identity and wanted to steal my inheritance because it comes with your identity. That's why you gotta find yourself, niggas. Right? That's why for me, I always knew who I was. That's why I can never lose. I always knew I was royal blood. I always knew I was of the light. But they couldn't see that though. In fact, they knew it. That's why they wanted to sabotage me all my life. So my life, in so many words, is the story of Cinderella. You know what I'm saying? Just a Haitian nigga Cinderella ways. I'll tell my story my own way. You know what I'm saying? But in essence, that's exactly what it is. Then now they hire because what they were doing is using myself against myself. but not knowing everything they're doing is working for me. Because that mother figure that I have, you know what I'm saying, of course, and she was competing with me too, didn't like me, was the first motherfucker who didn't like me at all. Because I was just, I felt like I was different. Like, who am I to feel like, you know what I'm saying, could do what she can't do? It's like she accepted each shit for whatever the fuck it is, and me somehow I said, you know what? Nah, man, I deserve better. This nigga's like, what fuck? It's already eaten like her in the inside. Listen, man, I'm gonna show up and show out, baby. Oh, I enjoy every little bit of it. And right now, this is even gonna be best because I'm at my best. You know what I'm saying? Now, unfortunately, for you, it's gonna hurt you, but I'm at my best though. And for me, I gotta keep doing that. So it's not even I take pleasure in beating you so bad, but it just there's no way outside of it. You made me do it. In fact, you didn't make me do anything, but you did it to yourself because you choose to step in front of me now. You throwing rock at the sun. You'll never reach it. You're going against the God. I mean, the odds. You're going against God. I'm God will, man. You can never go against God's will. I'm God's will. That's why I sacrifice myself to that. And that's another reason you can never fuck with me neither. So, making a long story short, coming out of that environment, having to find myself, obviously my essence was already there, but I had to wake up to it because that's what, I'm saying, that's what you're doing. And for them too, being lost in the darkness and there's, I'm saying, like their shadow has taken over who they are. So when you see other people are killing people, they normally, I mean, genuinely don't feel bad. That's why even in those court shit, you look at people killing, like they're laughing and all that shit. These niggas don't feel bad, man. Like, it is what it is. Because the reason why they also got to do it too, they had already suppressed that emotional side of them. That's why they tell you for you to love somebody else, you got, I mean, that's why you can't, you got to treat these motherfuckers as they are. That's why they got to be in jail. That's why they got to be punished. That's why judgment has to be called on them. Do you understand what I'm saying? And there's nothing more. It is what it is. And this is the beauty of the whole universe. This is the beauty of God, the good side and the bad side. Even when you're talking about karma, we're talking about, hey man, you're not gonna plant tomatoes and you're gonna get avocado. It's like that's why, like for me, I got nothing to do with these niggas' demise, with their falling. They did it to themselves. Their action. Do you see what I'm saying? Because this whole shit is being investigated, right? They don't have charges against me. I didn't do it against myself. These motherfuckers forged documentation, did all kind of shit, and then they want to blame me for it. Well, shit, nigga. You tell me what side I look on. And I get it because I'm looking too good. You want to steal it, you can steal it. So you're blaming me. So either way, I mean, yeah, but I Judgment Day, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm your downfall. I get it. It is what it is. So for some, as a light worker, as a beekeeper, you get to call judgment on these niggas. And yes, I deceived them. Then deceive them anyway. Anytime anybody deceive you, you never deceive anybody anyway. They deceive their own selves. That's why knowing the truth setting you free. They couldn't see who I was, but that's their business. But guess what? I didn't fully see who they were. I did kind of see who they were, but I didn't fully see who they were. But the one thing I did that's different from them, though, I went with me. And now this is the truth and honest. This is the ultimate truth right there. Because I went with me. I am my savior. I saved myself. I solved my own case. You know what I'm saying? I did everything myself. If this is not taking accountability for my own fucking life, you tell me. I look that cute. Oh, this is for the books. I would love to be. I'd love to take a picture right now. Please take a picture of me for you, not just for me. I mean, I'll keep that picture too. But you want to take a picture of me for you. Take a great picture. Well, field agent, baby. He didn't know that though. Mm, I get the work done. That's why you'll see. If you don't believe me, you've done a lot. Just so you know, my they killed their own brother. The mother, which is Evelyn Ligger, she killed Ednel. That was back in Haiti. He gave him poison because he came up. Oh my God, he came and told me that, and then they blame it on AIDS. They said he had AIDS. No, he didn't have AIDS. It was the family that killed him because he couldn't stand what was going on. When he found out, they killed him because apparently I was the golden ticket. So that's how they were using their money. Listen, they abused, used, do whatever the fuck they did. It's all good. Yeah. Oh, like, oh yeah, niggas. That's why they don't even understand what's taking place here. So for a long time, they thought they had it, and that's when I'm telling you the protection comes. My true parents, my true mother, my grandmother, Madame Laurion, all of them were looking out. They didn't know that. And they were getting me ready for it too. That's how at a very young age I knew how to talk to spirit. I mean, I was a little bit afraid. I didn't know what was taking place, whatever the fuck it was. But, that was part of my journey to connect with that part of me and understand what this is. And that's why I'm in love with these fucking ancestors too. And listen, I don't play with these fuckers. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna do something and think it's nothing, nigga. You better reveal who the fuck you are. You better tell me what the fuck you did, because you deserve a medal. I couldn't do it without me. I mean, without you, or I couldn't do it just, of course, I look good now. Obviously, it takes two. You had to work with me, and I had to work with you. So I understand. I mean, shit, listen. Now, you already know I could talk my shit. That's why I tell them, and that's why they appreciate me too. And that's why they're supporting me. You never seen a nigga like you see the nigga working hard, man. You want to help him. And it's a pleasure for you to do so too. That's how they look at me. That's why they always like, even as a young kid, I always wanted to sit among the elders. It was their conversation that was intriguing to me. It was the wisdom I just wanted to know. I mean, not just knowing like to be nosy, like certain conversation. Even because I remember even the guy that's not truly my father, but he used to talk about metaphysics. I was just asking questions. You hear me? I'm like, yo, I like what you're talking about, man. I have a total question. Listen, I hit the ground and I was running. I was that kid at 8, 9 years old who was interested in the Bible, questioning motherfucking pastors and shit. These niggas like, oh man, you gonna be something. Well, these niggas ain't lying. I wonder how they knew. It was that shine in me, and they saw that too. Of course, they saw it. You know what I'm saying? Just like the bitch that they hired too. Oh, so like all she does, whatever the fuck. I mean, not all. Like they hired people who think they would be good for the job. But here's okay. Let me back it up a little bit, right? So now they were using myself against myself, hoping to. They wanted to grab me by the balls, like crush every single, let's just say, confidence that I may have. Not even that's what wiping me out of my identity, like making me feel weak. That's where the abuse comes in. Oh man, these niggas did. Listen, it's abusive. But for me, it was like, fuck out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nate, it was total abuse. Like in the house, yo, this bitch I was raised with, man. She would wake up like, let's say, at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and wake everybody else's up. Like, fuck you, niggas. Because obviously she's like, fuck me. So when the time she wakes up, everybody gotta wake up. The fuck? Bitch, I'm up. Why the fuck you motherfuckers sleeping? Maybe we didn't go to bed at the same time with you, nigga. So why are you bringing us into your shit? What that has to do with us? Ah, that's what the narcissistic shit comes in. Nigga, listen, man. Who? Listen, come on, man. I'm a successful brother. You can't tell me nothing. After this shit here, you can't tell me nothing, nigga. In fact, I'm not even listening to you. That's how proud I am of me. And that's when you know what you know too comes in. So using me against me, and the whole purpose again was the Donald Trump grab me by the balls and squeeze every confidence out of my balls. And then it wouldn't be a ball anymore. It crushed it. You know what I'm saying? That was the aim. Man, for some reason, man, that shit never worked. They never learned. So the bitch that raised me, she's delusional. And now hire another delusional motherfucker. You see how stupid these motherfuckers are? But to be more on a more serious tip though, it's like I always knew not to listen to her. I always knew if she's bad news. Do you see what I'm saying? So now the only connection I had now was the emotional connection. Because mentally I already know that's not the person I. It's like You never had a mom, and then most people would probably think that, and that's how I was looking at it too, because she's not really my mother, but it's like the way I was looking at it, it's like my mom is stupid, but that's my mom, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, hey, man, and ironically, this is the life I'm living too, by the way. I mean, it's like, no, 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 no. Let me take it back. Let me take it back because I am the winner here. So I love the life that I'm. Okay, this is what I was trying to say. When you have that understanding, knowing that you're not proud of your mom, but your mom is your mom. I mean, it's not so much of you. I guess it could be taking credit out of you too, because let's truly look at it that way. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I was missing. I was missing me. You see, I mean, I knew what I'm talking about, but I'm taking you on a journey with me. And the way I broke it down to you, that's how I came to understand it. And as I'm breaking it down to you, I came to the point on how to describe it to you. And that was exactly the process that I went through to get it. So the part that I was missing was me. So I already knew, no, no, hell no. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, no, 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 no way, no way, no, 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 no. You understand what I'm saying? And what does that mean, and how does that help? So now, we moved to the States. What I'm saying, and then he started using myself against me. Sabotagers, like some of the people that I was with, turning those people against me. And then she's hiding her hand behind the scene, and you know what I'm saying? She was doing that on me. But all of that is just that's part of fucking up my life. Like fucking with me. That's that abusive shit. That's that taking advantage. That's fucking up your life. My life. That's in so many words killing me too, the person that I am. But my response to it though was, you know what? That person was never for me. So that's why her shit never worked on me, because that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. You don't need, you need to understand what it's like to have a positive outlook. To be positive means having a positive outlook on shit, not to reject the negativity. See, any other like girlfriends I dated, even my baby mother, that's why they were working together. They were even in a sexual relationship. Having, well, she was already a dyke. My baby mother was a dyke, and then my mom, which I thought was, she's a dyke too. You know what I'm saying? They came, they were sleeping together. They both, some lifetime crazy shit. Wanted to kill me too, and me not knowing who I was, she had my inheritance and never told me anything about my true identity. Now hired people that I know to go against me. This is beautiful. That's what I went against. That's what you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I let these niggas know you can get me my worst day. Listen, man, when it comes out, y'all see it, man. Again, I'm way ahead of my time. This is for the books. This is for the books. This is history. Oh, I am legend, nigga. Sorry, Will Smith. Sorry, Will. I am legend. So now, you know, having coming from that type of background, you can imagine they all work in. It's the Truman Show. If you know anything, if you've seen the Truman Show movie, everybody knew we're working together. Have fun, all of them. And I was the only one who didn't know who I was. And then what they all did, because that's what makes it an organized crime, they all work together. Because that family was not a loving family. So understand a family that stick together is a loving family. No, they stuck together. They were not a loving family. They all talk bad behind each other, but they all come together for the organized crime. That's what makes it very organized. So their connection is all evil. The reason why they all got together is all evil. That's why no one stand against one another. They all went with the flow, with the plan. Oh, they can't bullshit nothing because I tapping into them too. Besides, the biggest mistake I was around them, and now I'm tapping into my motherfucking self. I don't think you understand. I'm exposing these niggas, not just in a way. Let's just say, I'm telling on them. No, no, no. I'm giving you their breakdown, their makeup. I mean, shit. Now I understood too. I had to go that route for me to be a spiritual healer. That was my medical school, nigga. Those were my biology classes I was taking. Yeah, listen, this is top notch, baby. This is the shit's gonna heal you. I'm giving you the sights, however you look at it. This is the work of God, baby. These are the niggas I work for. I don't think you get it. Well, I'm telling on myself today, man. I told you, I'm a field agent. I'm in a fucking undercover motherfucker. That's why, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Look, if you got a question, man, y'all might want to come ask me. You also have the alphabet boys, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We do it on different level over here, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm a high motherfucking end detect. I'm Sherlock Holmes, nigga. I was always fascinated by this character too, by the way. Sherlock Holmes. And that's why I'm highly protected too. Here's something else they didn't know. These niggas just don't know. These motherfuckers just don't know it. Yeah. Yeah. I came to play. Came to play. So everything they did and used to fuck me up made me better. And that's the truth. So the people they wanted me to be with, like even my baby mother, because my baby mother, like I was telling you, is in a sexual relationship with what I call mother, but she's not my true mother. And then they both work against me and had, insurance policy, hired other people, a whole covenant now to work on me. This bitch now try to be me, and this is what somebody that I helped out in the past that I knew. Yo, listen, I went through the whole trial betrayal. This is the ultimate betrayal. Like, especially if you looking at like the mother that was not my mother, who claimed to be my mother. This is the ultimate betrayal right there. Now her right there. Oh man, there's no heart at all. Now this bitch, that's why she's the one that gets the work done. But there's an older sister. She's the mind behind it. And you guys should check out my community post because I gave you a breakdown of that because I tap into them. They all work together. And obviously, they didn't know what they were doing, but whatever. So going back to now what they were doing, oh, and I wanted to shout out because this guy that I thought that was my uncle or their brother, he came up to me too and told me about that. And everything's making sense. Because this guy they were saying he was fucking a lot of girls. Nah, nigga. This nigga was handicapped. I mean, not to say nothing against handicapped people, you know what I'm saying? But this nigga, he also got a foul mouth in terms of, being a smooth operator. But nah, it was her that killed him. It nailed. They killed him. Anyway. And then this bitch went to his funeral because in 2023, in summer 2023, the gangster act that she did was she got my kids. Because remember, they fucking together. They do. Because what they do, they're all removing me, bad mouthing me, not allowing me to have time with my kids. They do all that shit. Listen, I'll just brush it off. I talk on the side to my kids. I tell them that I love them. There's a couple things I can't tell them yet, but I knew it's gonna come to that time. And listen, I was setting everything up for them. And they also got to go through it too, because I didn't want to tell them shit. Everything they do, they lie about me. All that shit's gonna come out because if it's true, grandma, if you're grandma, why you going to jail? And their mother's gonna go to jail too because they all work together because they didn't know they were being watched this whole time because they forging document, hire other people. They did. Oh man, yo, this is gonna be one for the books. And they shaded on the fucking legal system. They work with fake cops, lawyers, judge. Yo, they shaded on the fucking legal system using forged documentation. Listen, this shit goes deep. It goes deep. So I'm exposing all of these motherfuckers. And this judge too that they had, been taking money, been doing what the fuck they're doing because what they did, because they had to replace me by somebody else. And so my identity not only was stolen, that was me not knowing who I was, and then it's also stolen too because there's another name that I have that I don't even know. I'm just the only thing why I'm not lost in the sauce is because I found me. I mean, I need that piece of the puzzle too. But all that piece of the puzzle I know is gonna do is gonna, I don't want to say validate, but it's gonna add to what I already have. But the essence, I already got it. Do you see what I'm saying? It's just like, let's just say I know who I am now, and then I was adopted. And then like I don't see how I'm gonna feel bad about being adopted. Because anything about me being adopted, if anything, the best thing of it is I thought that was my great mom. I thought that was that. So now you want to say the bad thing about it? There's no bad thing about it. I already know who I am, which is, and the growth is, I wouldn't. You gotta kill your parents anyway. Because for you to become who you are, so this is what I'm saying. By the time it's too late, because I have become who I am, so being adopted doesn't even mean nothing to me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Let's just say my true mom neglected me. Oh well. Even those motherfuckers I was raised with neglected me too. What difference does it make? Oh, okay. I mean, what the fuck? How is that pain gonna help me? I mean, how painful really? I mean, how painful is it really? You see what I'm saying? It's not like I felt I was at one point rejected. I mean, although they rejected me, if that makes any sense. Even in the let's just okay, let's just say I didn't know about my extended family. I was not even happy in the family that I was in. Do you see what, like when I say not happy? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make a difference. I mean, but it means it makes a difference too. Do you see what I'm saying? But it's just, but the difference equals up to what the doesn't matter about me. You see what I'm saying? It's like I'm trying to find the fucked up shit about it because at the end of the day, you are responsible for yourself, and that's exactly what I did. If anything, I learned, and that's what I'm trying to teach people too. And then when you're saying, even if you have your real mom and your real dad, it doesn't mean nothing. You have people that have the real mom and the real dad in bad situation, bro. If the niggas always drunk, beating on your mom. In fact, Dog Man, watch that movie. I love it. It's one of my favorites so far. I'm gonna add that to another one to my favorite. The Dog Man, check it out, man. Hey, they didn't pay me for it. Listen, well, I mean, you gotta have the sight that I have. I mean, not necessarily, but listen, great movie, excellent movie. But anyway, they didn't pay me for it, so fuck 'em. But excellent movie, excellent, brilliant. The knowledge, the wisdom. Oh, excellent job. Um, what the fuck? Where the fuck was I gonna go with this shit? Yeah, so I was talking about what the fuck was I talking about? Almost 2 hours. Um, I mean, it all worked out for me. Do you see what I'm saying? So by the time I'll give you a perfect example. By the time I would, let's just say I would want to feel betrayal by her, she didn't matter to me because I already saw what she was doing, which was sabotaging me. And then slowly and surely, I'm realizing, hey, she's against me here. I am her target. She's fucking me up. Like, and when I say me, my growth, the being that I am. And that's truly what when somebody's trying to kill you, that's truly what it is. If they're killing your roots, your essence. So that's true abuse, though. And they would not stop at any given way. They would use any fucking given method to get that done. Now that's true death. I don't think you understand what I'm saying, but you know. I was built differently. So I started to realize too, I was not caught. I'm like, something's not right. Even her kids, now I don't even know if her kids are even her kids at that point. Yeah, they are. But these motherfuckers, I wasn't on the same vibration with them. It's like you could see the difference. I show up somewhere, just two motherfuckers show up. You're like, you're something else. Even that's why I remember, even as a young kid too, like they used to say, man, in Haiti we call it coup petit. meaning, you know what I'm saying? You a coup d'etat. This nigga's like, they fuck you up. And that's why kids always tell the truth too. These niggas said I was a coup d'etat, meaning they were warning me at a very young age, but I didn't get the message that way, and I used to laugh at it because that's the family I came from. But they knew energy too. It's like anybody who have the good sight, you're like, oh, this kid don't belong there. He's not the mom. Nah, he don't belong there. And that's the truth they were hiding. So I became my shine was a. It's like even as I'll give you a perfect example. They all laugh, and I remember that. So it's like spirit. I'm showing a lot of fucking old memories that's coming back to me. At a very young kid, I used to tell them, "Hey man, I have a lot of money." They all used to laugh. It's like, how did he know? I always tell them, "Yo, I am a gun egg, man. This is who I am. I'm not this. I'm not that." So they had to deal with that. So they had to take that out of me. Or they knew who they were dealing with. This kid is a problem. You see, again, my message to them back then, they didn't get it. I was the wrong one for you. And for you to plan what you're doing, I'm a golden child. But these stupid motherfuckers didn't get it. They thought they got me figured out. Well, I'm a kid. They know better. But my intuition was speaking louder. So when I told him, man, nigga, man, I'm this nigga. Like, look at him, man. You think you're better than everybody? No, that's the way I felt. They were trying to take that away from me. And then now the person who claimed who adopted me illegally because she was the one maneuvering now. She was the one inflicting the pain. It's like she's been whooping me, and that shit was done on different aspect too, verbally, physically. Oh man, yo, nigga. It's like I was raised in a fucking plantation. This is how much with stitches, niggas was to bleed. You know what I'm saying? Because your mom's whooping your ass, in my opinion. Niggas mad, whoop your ass. You a kid, you jumping, sit down, like a whole bunch of shit, inflicting pain. In other words, this motherfucker's not having a good day. You not gonna have a good day, nigga. Who the fuck you think you are? I'm not having a good day. Oh, nigga. Listen, and this is good too because I was talking to a friend of mine and we were talking about the spiritual route. We talk about love, but it's not in the way that people think of what love is. You know what I'm saying? You talk about your growth. Your growth is going to come with pain. You got to learn how to live with pain. That's when having a proper understanding and understanding, from the tree of life, good and evil is part of you. When you embrace yourself, and that's why in the past, I guess 5 or 4 recordings that I had uploaded, trying to help you guys to love who you are, to embrace your self-esteem instead of your self-image. Because for a lot of people, their self-image has become their self-esteem, meaning that has become their true identity. Why do you think we're living in a world where people are keeping up with the Joneses? That's their true identity. And when they don't have that, they are dying. That's why a lot of people will kill. Excuse me. Confirmation. That's why a lot of these motherfuckers will kill. You're living in a world with jealousy and all that shit because you're dealing with people who have not dealt with their early or their wounded child. Because at the end of the day, you're dealing with spirit, with living mind, with energy, who's not at their best, meaning they are insane. That's why insanity is. Like right now, this bitch doing magic even though it's not working. But it's gonna work one day. And here's what's crazy. Because she knows the people they hired, they have killed people. I see what they can see, what they do, but they don't know what I do. That's the problem. Like this bitch should be astral traveling, coming in your dream. Like, nigga, I was doing that shit when I was 10 years old. In fact, well, I'm not gonna go there. I could keep you in the dream world. And that's on everything I love. You know it too. You know it. Know it. You know, that's why your shit don't work. Your little connection. What the fuck else you do? Trying to cook yourself to me? You crazy. Watch everything unfold in front of you. Promise you that. And what I see for you, mm, I wouldn't want to be you. And what I see, and I did warn you too. You haven't seen shit yet. Mm. It ain't gonna be me. I'm saying. So these motherfuckers being so delusional, they keep hurting themselves. And that's what insanity is. You do the same shit and hoping for a better result. It's like you eating dessert, chocolate cake, cookies, and everything, and you watching, you looking for you to lose weight. You're getting bigger, you're like, no, I gotta eat more chocolate, more cookies, and then in the meantime, you're getting fatter. And you're like, oh shit, it's not working. But you don't realize you're getting fatter. Your shit works. It's not brought you to me. Now you didn't know what it means when you brought it to me though. That's what you're figuring out. It was your destruction. You taking on this case, like I was telling her, man, like them too. And then, though that family, and then they hire you now. As now you sharing their demise. But all of that is happening because you jealous, because you ain't shit. Hey, listen, man, if you ain't shit, you ain't gonna do shit. Better yet, you gonna be shit. And that's what you're being. And that's what the whole world's gonna see. And oh my God, you just don't know. You don't know. Scotty. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. And here's the thing, because they thought they were using me, but how do you do that? You know what I'm saying? If you want to know how bad I'm doing or how good I'm doing, just look at whatever's happening to you is the opposite for me. Let me give you some insights. Everything you wanted for me, that's what you're seeing for you. And for me, it's a different ball game. Yeah, I don't think they understand that. How could you be so careless? How can you be so careless to yourself? And that's what you're figuring out. And I'm just a reflection for it. That's why, you know what I'm saying? It's like, this shit got nothing to do with me, bro. But at the same time, I got everything to do with me because of me. I get it. I get it. But I didn't do anything to you. You're doing everything to yourself. And oh my God, it's like, for me watching this, it's like, how do you do that? How do you destroy your own self? And here's the crazy shit, you don't even know it. You're gonna figure it out though. And let me tell you, man. Mm-mm-mm. You think this could be the worst? You haven't seen shit yet, bro. Sorry, man. It's like every time I come over here, I gotta give you some bad news. Right? I'm like, oh my God, how can I be such a great news and be such a bad news to you? I have to deal with that myself. It comes with the part of the game that I'm in. It comes with the responsibility that I chose to be. It comes with me being a field agent and working for the divine. I take accountability. That's part of, you know what I'm saying, my job, bringing justice. But too bad, so sad, you just put yourself against me. Wrong decision. But you wouldn't know as well if you didn't take the chance, right? Hold on. No, 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 no. You're not sorry, nigga. Hold up. You no need to apologize. That's why your apology means nothing. Save the bullshit. Don't lie to yourself. Not for me. You know what I'm saying? For me, I don't give a fuck. Your apology means nothing. Now, you might be apologizing to yourself because you thought it was greener on the other side. That's what playing yourself. You played yourself. That should what the fuck that has to do with me? You tell me. What the fuck does that got to do with me? Hey, I'm saying, hey, it happens. You jerking off. I'm saying, I want you feeling. You're supposed to feel better, but you hurting yourself. What that has to do with me? I didn't take you to court. Like while apologizing to me, it means nothing to me. Yo, dog, that's what you did. What the guy? Sorry for what? Oh, you missed. Oh, you want to apologize for missing? Oh shit. Well, shit, nigga. I'm happy you missed. So your apology means nothing to me. Whatever you didn't do, I'm happy you are in the position that you are. Why? Because that's what you chose. I'm happy for you. Even if you wish me the opposite. But that's what you thought was going to bring you luck. I'm happy for you. It didn't work out. Hey, okay. But I'm happy, at least you thought it was going to bring you luck. See, again, it's like you're not a concern. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, you don't matter on this side, bro. Like, we're not on the same. Like, shit. You know what I'm saying? But I embrace all part of me too. So I understand, I have to embrace that lower side of me. It is what it is, dog. It is what it is. Got nothing to do with me, king or queen. Okay, man, that's what you planted. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm just on the sideline. That's what that nigga planted, dog. Mm-mm-mm. What that got to do with me? You took on the assignment, you followed through, you do your black math. Yeah, come on. The list goes on. But you wouldn't apologize for not doing enough. Well, take that on yourself. That's why they should have got on. Like, if you incompetent, that shit got to do not nothing to do with me. I mean, I don't know, man. Study the game better. It's like your apology don't make sense. For what? And let alone for me to listen to it. You crazy. The fuck? No shit. You see, this is the part where I'm like, okay, this niggas, I see why you lose now. That's why I don't fuck with losers. I cannot cast my like no. But I understand the science of ignorance, and that's why I'm here too, to let you other light workers to understand that science, because that is part of the light. Out of the darkness comes the light, baby. You gotta embrace the darkness. So much so you have to. I was molded in it. I was born in it. It's like I don't know. Like these niggas are trying to send some devils to me, not knowing I fuck with everybody. Oh, I fuck with the devil too. In fact, how would I be the light if I don't know the dark? Your difference is you don't know the light. That's why you remain in the dark. You're not balanced. Hey, listen, man. Again, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things you're like, hey, man, hey, be strong. Hey, niggas, be strong out here, man. Deal with your own consequences. Be strong, baby, because you obviously did it. You acted on it. All I could say is be strong, because this is beyond me. This is beyond me, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be the one rating you out. I'm not gonna be the one arresting you. You shall be arrested. Do you understand? This is the difference. You know what I'm saying? So now, when it comes to charges, you are guilty of all counts. Why? You did do them, not because of me. So I'm just, in other words, I'm checking off everything you did. I'm acknowledging, yeah, they did that, they did that, they did that. That's all it is. So my responsibility, so you know and understand, is for me. I like, did that happen? Yes, it did. I mean, shit. I tell them motherfuckers, you saw it better than me, motherfucker. In fact, you got details for me. So how can you provide me with details? And now you're asking me if that really happened. That's a no-brainer. Again, I got nothing to do with this. But I'm not being victimized here. I got everything to do with it too. Because I look that good, baby. I understand. Listen, you need to study the game tapes better. Deal with your consequences, baby. Get better. Because obviously, if you would have been better, listen, you wouldn't be involved in that. Save your sorry. You know what I'm saying? I mean, uh, the only sorry you should be is that you're sorry for yourself because you trash. That's what you should be sorry for because you have not embraced your essence. You sin against the Holy Spirit, which is your true essence. And there's no going back from that. And when you neglect who you truly are, oh, listen, man, the consequences is It's 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 death. Obviously, you killed your own self. So how is it not death? I'm just putting the dot on top of the I, baby. I got nothing to do with this. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely, but I got everything to do with it. I'm like, okay, why am I being judged here? If I'm being judged for looking good, then I'm guilty because that I am, and I have no intention on slowing that down, baby. That's when I show up and show out. That's when judge. If you're gonna judge me what? I mean, judge me right, nigga. What are you judging me for? If you're talking about forging documentation, all that shit, I got nothing to do with it, dog. But I got everything to do with it. But if you're saying I look good, now, Judge, listen, can we work something out? Listen, it's true. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not willing to compromise on my beauty, baby. That's a no no. You know what I'm saying? Mm. That's a no no, man. We're not. I'm not negotiating. This is non-negotiable. And well, if that's what it is, Mister Whatever the fuck you wanna call me, yes, sir. Well, that's the life I chose, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I suggest you do the same for you. You see, this is what I'm trying to tell you. You're not playing your position. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do that, be that. I mean, you're not even doing that right because you're not even being that. At least the criminal, you know what I'm saying, take accountability for being a criminal. But if you're gonna be a criminal and not being a criminal, like I don't know what you're doing, dog. Because I'm a criminal myself, highly wanted, obviously, for numerous reasons. Some for my looks, some from what I give. Hey, a little bit of everything. Unaliving me. Listen, it all comes with it. I got it. I got it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I took on my charges. I'm just saying, if you go, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be that, be that. You know what I'm saying? Because we outlaws over here. But if you're gonna be an outlaw in your perspective, in the way you're doing it, which is breaking the laws and that kind of bullshit, you know what I'm saying? My outlaw is different. You know what I'm saying? It's to wake people up, man. It's to give sights to the blind. You know what I'm saying? Out of love. It's to elevate you. Even you going at me, I'm still showing you how much I love you. But now what you do is what you do. Listen, that got nothing to do with me. Oh, you gotta pay. And we all gotta pay. That's why I take accountability for my actions. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. You got I like nah. Nah, dog. You pay for yours, I pay for mine, nigga. I ain't paying for yours. That's not what I ate. That's not my bill, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's why you trying to switch your death. Oh, that's what you're trying to do. You can't wear my shoe size. That's not for you. It's out of your league. That's why it's not gonna work. It's how is it really? You know what I'm saying? You could use my video to act like you me. Well, get behind the camera and produce something like I do. That's why for you it's a loss. So now you're pretending to be me. Let's just say you become, and that's never. You see, I'm not even gonna say it because that's not gonna happen. You can't remove me and be me. Even if you were to remove me, you still wouldn't be me. And that's what was never, ever gonna happen. So it's like you literally killed yourself. What that got to do with me? What the fuck apology got to do with this? What? Like it's like this is out of order. And Judgment Day, we're putting shit in order. So this is what I have to overcome. But all of that derives from me being in alignment with me. So when you have that mother or that mother who claimed to be my mother, you know what I'm saying? s- Killing me in so many words. For me, it was just they were throwing stone at me. I was building my house. They throwing stone. I'm building houses. Call me the Rolling Stone, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because all they did was she was helping me to become ready for the day when I know that she was not my true mother. So even when this shit come out, a lot of you guys, I'm just letting you know now, this is gonna be such an emotional story. I can't believe somebody who raised somebody would do that. But to me, I'm telling you right now, it doesn't mean shit because she prepped me to be in that position because she was already going against me, meaning she was allowing me to be sharp, which is like I always tell you guys, at the end of the day, you got to kill your parents anyway. The true role of your parents is to help you to be you. If your parent is not helping you to be you, then that's what a bad parent is, apparently. And when you have Knox families, that's why just having a mom and dad, we love to say we get the emotional support, but that's not always the case. That's why this life, you know what I'm saying, it's a paradox. Your mom and dad, although they are the great uh, 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 starting point for you to be the best person that you are, but they also could be the worst starting point for you to be who the fuck you are. In fact, most issues that kids have is out of those mom and dad in the house. I mean, you may argue statistically the absence of the dad. I get that too. But you also neglecting, you know what I'm saying? It's not a full assessment because a lot of the kids who are truly fucked up, and we also don't mention that. I mean, it's easier for you to look at, let's just say, dad was not around at all. Then you get it that way. But what happens to a family, because that shit goes deep. You know what I'm saying? Like I know a young lady that I met down here. She went to Spelman College, and I'm not gonna go too far into it, but to make a long story short, what I'm saying, it's like she was what you would say the perfect family, married for 50 years, yet she've never seen her mom and dad holding hands, bro. Like I'm not even gonna go as far as saying, how, hey honey, how was your day? And the kids are there, you kissing mom and dad. Niggas never see that. Your mom and dad been for 50 years. Wow. And of course, a lot of these kids, they deal with a lot more, like when it comes to self-esteem, and this is the part that people don't talk about. I've seen that. Well, these motherfuckers are not my cousin because I'm not from that family, but I witnessed that. A lot of the families that which you would think that is better is that's when it's even worse, especially for the kid. Now this girl I was just telling you now, she was saying how much like her biggest problem was her self esteem, and which she still is, unfortunately for her. Unfortunately for her, but it's like she's saying it, I guess, just to say it. But nah, it's still that. But there's levels into it too, right? You start to see that, and then and then your actions and your self esteem, your confidence. So she's going through her path. I mean, congratulations. Keep going, baby girl. Keep going. Keep going. But she's not there yet. But you gotta start somehow. That's hey, Rome was not built in one day. That's what the journey's about. But I'm saying that to say too, when I what I'm trying to say about she's not there yet, it's not to discredit her, but it's to help you to understand when you are the Christ like and when you are on that journey. Ultimately, you want to become the Christ like, meaning becoming that person who have fully not just having an understanding, but the purpose. You want to get to a point where you overcome that on all fucking level. And that's the one I'm talking about. And that's the point I was trying to make. Not to discredit, keep going, but you need to attain that Christ consciousness. You need to fully, like, that knowledge has, you become that knowledge. And that's how you kill your mom and your dad. Not a physical death, obviously. This is YouTube. Let me make it clear. You know what I'm saying? But by you becoming you, knowing your own values, what you stand for, and all that shit. Not because of how influenced you were or you are. So you would have to understand how influenced you were and how those influences had an impact on you. And now you have to overcome all of that shit. Or you got to go to the bottom of the bottom. You got to go to the roots. In the occult, we call it you have to heal the wounded child. Those early emotions that were shaping you that you didn't understand what the fuck was going on. But yet, that had a great impact on you. And then you just, in the midst of it, you have to acknowledge that. Because when your shadow takes over you, you don't even know. Like if you were bit by a dog, let's say you were 3, and then you might be even 20 years old, you just would probably say some shit like, you know what, man, I just don't do dogs. And that recollection may have been lost that you were bit by a dog, but because you lived your life out of it, whatever the fuck, I just don't do dogs. That's part of your shadow self too. Now you would have to acknowledge, oh no, yes, I understand I don't do dogs, but this is where that feeling came from. And then that's when you start to understand too, you are the creator of your life. Then you understand that you became the person that you are because you accepted what was given to you. That's how they rocking you to bed. And that's the narrative that they're telling you. That is the conditioning that is being given to you or projected to you. Those are the shit you have to overcome to become Christ like. So ultimately, you know, yes, you want to acknowledge that. Congratulations. It's a starting point. It is not the destination yet. But being who we are, we acknowledge everything. Because you have to stay from there. Because, but the one thing too, I notice a lot of people just say that just to sound. It's like you never see a motherfucker want to sound smart. I guess this. Okay, this is the point I'm making. Why do you want to sound smart, bro, and not being smart? This shit is crazy to me. Most people just want to sound smart. I don't get it. So what's the purpose of being smart? So your purpose of being smart is just to sound smart? You're taking all the smartness out of it. There's nothing smart about it. That's the illusion. But anyway, oh man, 2 hours. You need to tell you what? Let's sum it up right here, guys. So understand the greatest illusion. First of all, the any type of illusion has to do with how you identify what you're looking at. The minute you stay away from you, you're not embracing your true identity, it is illusion automatically. Automatically. So to understand that, let's just say, to understand this is even a fucking illusion, because again, I guess what I was trying to say, when you do, when you have real life experiences with people, that's why if you're American, try to go to South America, try to go to Europe, try to go to India, and then you're gonna realize people are people, bro. Like I was telling you, people are criminal everywhere, dog. Some could be worse than others, but if you understand it, then you understand, okay, that this is what's taking place. That's why you'll see in certain countries where there's more corruptions, well, there's gonna be more killing. Not necessarily the case, but you can see how it happens. And you should. But for you to arrive at that decision, you'd have to understand everybody, all people are people. But if you don't have that experience, that would allow you, that goes beyond what you see, because ultimately, the when we're talking about separation, is you looking at it from an outside perspective. Here's the sun is right there, and I'm right over here. Nature is right there, and I'm right over here. I'm not a flower. A flower is not a human. That's looking at it from an outer perspective. Now, looking at it from an inner perspective, when you say you rip what you sow, you're also talking about nature. Then now you understand the rules, the same physics, laws that are taking place in nature also take place in us. Just like the season, there is season, you go through your own fucking season too, men or women, side period or not. You have your good times, you have your bad times. You have whatever the fuck, man. There's gonna be years even in your life, nigga, where you're gonna reflect that. That's why some people would say I was in the peak of my life. So the same shit that's taken over in nature is also in you. But you can only see that based on how you're looking at you. So what makes this a fucking illusion is because, unfortunately, you're not looking at yourself correctly, meaning you don't know who you are, meaning you're not looking at yourself from an invisible perspective. You only identify with the physical side of it. That's the Gucci, that's the dick, and the pussy. And there's something wrong with that. You're not in balance. Yes, we all have dick and pussies, but also just like the way we eat, your mind has to be fed. The way you fuck, you know what I'm saying? You satisfy that urge, that physical urge. Well, there's a mental, there's a spiritual, a responsibility that you owe to yourself too. And when you understand that, that's when you bring balance to your life. Then now that's when now okay, your dick could be hard, but yo, the other balance is we're not gonna let our dick determine everything. Yes, the dick is hard, but yeah, hey, gotta be careful, baby. And that comes with the feeding the other part. That now what you're doing, you cancel out or you even out that dick, that hard dick. Now you're making it. Yes, you could have a hard on, but you don't have to act on it. Oh, bitch, you got a fine ass. Ah, I'll fuck the shit out of you. But goodbye, bitch. So at this point, I'm not denying my hard dick, and I'm not definitely not denying this part. And then at this point, this two come together for the benefit of it all. So I'm looking for an ass that would fulfill my dick, my hard dick. Oh yeah, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you. But you gotta fulfill that too. And if that cannot be fulfilled, bitch, you looking for you got a fat ass. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Like, yo, you got a fat ass. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, girl. Go get him. Yeah. Oh, listen, I'm not. What? Oh, yes. It's okay. I'll breathe. I'll leave. It's okay. See, that's how you become balanced by embracing both sides of it, not denying one side for another. And the minute you do, that's what the separation is. And that's your greatest illusion. And that illusion comes out of you not knowing who you are. And we're going to drop the mic on this one. So before we go, always remember if you think money's everything, you're going to do everything, anything to get money. Again, you are the creator. What you feed your mind, that's how you act out. As it is within, so it is without. That's why you can never, ever fake the funk. You only deceive people who don't know it. That's why success and all that shit's always gonna be secondary, baby. Listen, it's not even trying to be humble. It's just what the fuck it is. And if you don't see it that way, you're not looking at it right. You see, there's no ego over here. There's no fighting over here. There's no, you know what I'm saying? It's either you eating from the tree of life or you eating from the tree of good and evil. Remember, God told you not to eat from it. I shit. Ali.